The popular girl started sitting next to me after her breakup. At first, I thought she had the wrong seat, because girls like Ashley didn't randomly choose guys like me. She was the type of person everyone noticed the second she walked into a room, pretty without trying, always surrounded by people, always laughing with someone, and me? I was just there. Quiet kid, forgettable face. The guy teachers paired with absent students because nobody would complain. So when Ashley sat beside me one morning instead of her usual friends, I genuinely looked behind me to see if someone else was there. She just smiled a little and asked, "Do you have a charger?" That was it. But then she came back the next day, and the next. At first, we barely talked, just small things, homework, class assignments, music, normal conversations, but slowly, she stopped sitting beside her friends, completely. Instead, she'd sit with me after class while everyone else left. Sometimes she wouldn't even talk. She'd just stare at her phone quietly like she was tired of pretending to be okay. That's when I started hearing the rumors. Her boyfriend cheated on her. Apparently the breakup was bad, like crying in the school bathroom bad, and suddenly everything made sense. She didn't sit beside me because she noticed me. She sat beside me because her life fell apart. Still, a part of me loved it anyway, because I'd liked her for almost a year. Not in that obsessive movie way. I just liked how different she acted when nobody else was around. Softer, quieter, real. Then one afternoon something happened that messed with my head completely. Her ex walked into class while she was sitting beside me. The entire room got awkward instantly. He looked at her, then at me, and for 1 second I thought she'd move away. Instead, she moved closer. Not dramatically, just enough for her shoulder to touch mine, but it felt intentional. And honestly, my heart almost betrayed me right there, because for the first time, I let myself believe maybe this meant something. Maybe she actually liked being around me. Maybe I wasn't just convenient. Then came the part I still think about sometimes. A few weeks later, it started raining after school. Most people already left. It was just me and her sitting near the window listening to the storm outside. She looked exhausted, not physically, emotionally. Then out of nowhere, she asked, "Can I tell you something kind of messed up?" I said, "Yeah." She stayed quiet for a second before saying, "You're the only person I can be around right now without feeling pressured to be anything." I didn't respond, so she kept talking. With everyone else, I feel like I have to look okay, or act okay, or flirt back, or be interesting. Then she looked at me and quietly said, "But with you, I can just exist." Silence. Real silence. And the worst part, that sentence made me happier than it should have, because deep down, I knew what she meant. I was safe, not exciting, not desired, not the guy she wanted, just safe. Then she smiled weakly and added, "You're the only person who looks at me like I'm a human being instead of something to win." That line stayed in my head for weeks, because I realized something painful right after. The reason she felt safe with me was because I loved her quietly enough to never make her afraid of it. And honestly, that's the closest I ever got to being loved back. Sometimes I still think about those afternoons. Her sitting beside me, talking softly, existing peacefully next to someone she knew wouldn't hurt her. And I think the hardest part was realizing she never sat beside me because she wanted me. She sat beside me because I made loneliness feel quieter.